Hello. What is up, you guys? Today is truly an exciting video. I feel like I say that every video, but today is really an exciting video because over the past few weeks, even a couple of months, I have been collecting some beauty products from Black-owned brands just because I want to show you guys my kind of everyday face just with Black-owned brands. And these are brands that I had been meaning to try, some of them for a while, and then some of them were completely new to me. So it's been a fun journey. I bought everything with my own money, and I am going to be honest in my reviews of some of these products. Overall, I think you should support Black-owned. I think any product that you can think of, there is obviously a Black-owned business for it out there. It's just like with any brand, you just have to find the products that work best for you. I also want to mention that while it's important to support Black-owned brands, it's still important to fight for racial justice in any way that you can. And so because of that, I'm going to leave some links down below for organizations, things you can do, basically regarding the Black Lives Matter movement. Just so, you know, we're having some fun in this video focusing on Black joy and Black entrepreneurship, but let's also remember kind of why we should be focusing on celebrating these Black-owned businesses and that there's a even bigger fight going on in the midst of all of this. So yes. So honestly, this is kind of just an updated everyday face, skin prep, makeup routine. So let's kind of just talk through this whole thing. I don't wash my face in the mornings. I've been experimenting with a lot of skincare recently and my skin has actually been a little sensitive. For me, it's important then to remember not to wash my face in the morning. I kind of just, when I'm in the shower, rinse my face and call it good. So everything I'm applying, I'm going to apply onto a damp face. So I'm just actually misting my face real quick. Normally this would just be shower water. Next I go in with some sort of hydrator. I have been really into hyaluronic acid serums. I feel like it's just a super easy way to get a dose of hydration in the morning. This is the Glass Skin Daily Hydro Serum. It's a 1% hyaluronic acid and vitamin B5 serum. This is actually super similar to Super Bounce from Glossier. So if you enjoy that serum, which I do, I think you'll ultimately really enjoy this one as well. And I'm not touching my face. For those of you who get upset with folks who drip onto their face, this is who I am, okay? I can't not do this. There's not too much to say about this guy. It is your kind of run-of-the-mill hydrator. It's great for layering below any sort of moisturizers and things like that to just seal in that moisture. I actually quite like this brand. Their whole ethos, I guess you could say, is simple, you know, easy to understand skincare. There's no fragrances or anything like that, which is amazing. You can also try their serums in like mini sizes before you dedicate yourself to buying like a full size. This is the Evening Clarity 2% BHA and Ginkgo biloba serum. I was most interested in the BHA in this. I have not used this yet because I'm about to get into a couple of skincare products that I do still recommend, but I would only recommend them to certain people because unfortunately they did not work for me. But these are just steps that I would go through in my skincare routine, so I want to talk about them. Now would be the time when I apply a moisturizer, and I was really excited to try this Epi.logic by Dr. Genitin, the Total Package Fortifying Facial Moisturizer. This is a splurge, and I felt it was worth it to support, you know, a doctor, a woman of color, a Black woman killing it in her field. This has niacinamide, which is really great for like kind of making the pores appear smaller. Hyaluronic acid again. Got a copper peptide complex, so for sort of those anti-aging benefits. CoQ10, essential fatty acids. But this also has retinol, and I believe I had a reaction to the retinol in this. Howdy, Editing Tara here. I get into it in a bit, but I also wanted to go ahead and clarify right now. I don't think it was just the retinol that caused me to have a reaction. There are also plant extracts in this moisturizer, which I didn't think would irritate me, but I will get into in a second kind of the difference between essential oils and plant extracts and all of that stuff. So I was a believer that essential oils would cause issues in my skin, but extracts would not, but that is not necessarily the case. So just wanted to disclose that before we move forward. I've never used retinol before. For some reason, I thought using it in a daily moisturizer would be a good idea. And that's my bad. That's just being stupid. If you've not used retinol before, don't dive into this product immediately. But if you are someone who's been steadily using some pretty intense actives, particularly retinols, just vitamin A and other forms, I think you would be able to handle this product. Something else to keep in mind with this product is that it has plant extracts in it, which kind of give it a scent of sorts. I was actually pretty surprised when I opened this and realized it had a scent, because I'm really realizing I think I do have a sensitivity to fragrance in most face skincare products. To be clear, extracts and essential oils are different, but you can still be sensitive to both of them or one of them. But it seems like across the board, just from the research I've done online, essential oils typically cause more sensitivity in people. Not everyone, but in more people, whereas extracts typically do not. But anyway, amazing customer service. I was able to get my money back on this product. So for that reason alone, I would still suggest trying out this brand. You can maybe see the remnants of the reaction I had, sadly. So I'm just going to apply a different moisturizer and then we'll continue on with the routine. Although the next thing we're going to get into, I also have a bit of a review. And again, I just think it's important to realize, although this is a video celebrating Black-owned businesses, it's still important to give honest feedback. So anyway, our next step would be the most important step in a skincare routine, which is SPF sunscreen. And I tried the Black Girl sunscreen. This has amazing, amazing reviews. Therefore, I also need to give a disclaimer that my experience with this may not be your experience. Basically, this is a moisturizing sunscreen that you can use on your face and body. Target actually carries this brand as well, so it's quite accessible. I just ordered it straight from their website because I just prefer to directly support brands. It's broad spectrum, SPF 30, it has jojoba and avocado, and it's also water resistant. Yes, this is a Black girl friendly sunscreen. It leaves no white cast at all whatsoever. That is because it is an American chemical sunscreen, and I am certainly not going to get into the differences between American chemical sunscreens, European and Asian chemical sunscreens, mineral sunscreens. I'm actually going to link a video from Glow by Ramón. That is a channel I have been loving as of late. He's kind of an up-and-coming skincare YouTuber. He's studying to basically formulate cosmetics, so he's got that background. And he has a really, really great video breaking down SPFs, all of the different ingredients that you should keep an eye out for. Lots of people do not have adverse reactions to American chemical sunscreens. Lots of people still do. The active ingredients in this that I believe are causing irritation with me are Avobenzone, Octisalate, and Octocrylene, which are some American FDA approved sunscreen ingredients that, while being somewhat effective, they're pretty unstable, and there are better quality ingredients that are approved in Europe and in Asia. So I'm probably going to be trying like a Korean sunscreen next, in all honesty. But if you are someone who does not have negative reactions to American chemical sunscreens, this is an amazing brand to support. And although I can't use this on my face because I had a reaction, it totally works fine on my body, so I'll still get use out of it. Okay, those are the only two products that I have kind of, you know, some more critical feedback to give, but let's have some fun now. Let's get into the rest of the products. So I'm a pretty minimal gal in general, especially these days being in quarantine. I haven't worn foundation in years. It just, again, causes my somewhat sensitive skin to break out. You know, I never thought I was a sensitive skin gal, but really, I've started to do the math and it seems like I am. I would wear like concealer and powder, but I haven't even been doing that in quarantine. So this is truly a very minimal routine. But if you are someone who is interested in like concealer, powder, stuff like that, let me just go ahead and say, if I were going to use those things, I would be most interested in trying out the Uoma Beauty concealer. I've heard really, really good things about that. Color du Jour is a brand that sells absolutely beautiful synthetic makeup brushes. They look stunning, and I probably will eventually replace some of my crusty old brushes with those. And then I would probably do the Range Beauty powder. But whatever. I can't speak on those today. I'll link them down below if you want to do your own research. I'm just going to proceed with the rest of my routine as it is currently. So after I've done all of my skin prep, I'm going to go in with a little lip balm. This is the Remedy Conditioning Lip Balm from Beneath Your Mask. This is full of a bunch of oils and waxes and butters. It's got shea butter, moringa oil. It does have some essential oils at the end of that ingredient list, but since this is just a lip product, my skin has no issue with that. It gives it a definite scent because of those essential oils. It smells like an essential oil product, if that makes sense. And then I get into doing my eyebrows. These are both from Uoma Beauty. I have the baby hair brow pencil as well as the blowout brow gel. Actually, I'm going to show you two different ways that I use these products. I kind of want this video to be, again, almost like a review. This is a very pigmented product, this brow gel. I actually probably could have gotten it in a shade lighter. For reference, I got color number 6, whereas in the brow pencil, I believe this is number 5. I'll clarify in the description if that's incorrect. I usually, with my like Glossier Boy Brow, get black, so I thought I would want the darkest of this, but this is very, very intensely dark, which is a good thing for what I'm about to show you. This is a really, really great brow gel for those of you who maybe don't have super luscious brows, much like myself. I do not. I can kind of just use this on its own, and I will show you how right now. I scraped off the sides of the brush a little bit, and now I'm just going to lightly start combing through, gently feathering, and then over here I'm going to start back combing. This is going to like lay down some of that pigment beneath the brow hairs. And boom, like that, you've got a brow without even having to use any brow pencil. So this is amazing. If you are a bit of a minimalist with your face like myself, then you really only need one product. But I will also show you how I use the baby hair product as well in conjunction with the brow gel. So this has a spoolie on it, obviously, which we love. I tend to just focus on the parts of my brow that need a little extra help, so I'm focusing on this outer bit over here. This is a very thin pencil, hence the name baby hair. You can draw in those little baby hair strokes. So I basically just do that to start, and then I'm going to take the blowout brow gel again. To be clear as well, this is much more liquidy than the Glossier Boy Brow. If it's a competition, which I don't think it needs to be, but if it is, I still like the Glossier Boy Brow better for something like that I would put over a brow pencil, because it's almost like a pomade in a brow gel container, whereas this is a little bit more liquidy. But again, as you saw, because of that, it works better on its own. So really it's like comparing apples to oranges. I'll still probably always buy Glossier Boy Brow, but I'll also still probably always buy this Uoma Beauty blowout brow as well. So again, I've kind of wiped off some of that excess product, and on this side with the brow pencil, I am just going through, kind of finishing the look, just feathering out those brows. I'll try to come in close so you can see. That just gives you more of like a softer, clean brow, whereas this is just like a very quick, down and dirty, like textured brow. Again, they're clearly great, just in different ways. I'm like, do I want to continue the rest of this video with two separate brows? Not exactly. So I'm just going to kind of balance things out real quick. Next, we're going to grab a mascara. And I actually really enjoy this mascara. This is from the Lip Bar, which is another brand that's sold at Target if you are interested. But I just bought this directly from their website yet again. This is the Lash Flash Strengthening Mascara with green tea extract. Vegan and cruelty-free. I don't even know if I remember to mention, but every single product that I'm talking about in this video is, of course, also cruelty-free. That's the name of the game on this channel. But this has kind of one of those like old school synthetic brushes. It's just super cylindrical, not too big, not too small. And this is a very darkening mascara, especially compared to Glossier Lash Slick, Most of this video is going to be like a comparison between Glossier because that's just what I use the most. Although I like the lash look because it's very lengthening and defining, this is so darkening that you can just be so fast with this if you're like me and you just prefer a really natural lash. I'll show you right now. I kind of just blink it on and it's like instant length. Look at that. So I'm just gonna put this on my top and bottom lashes. Okay, let's get into some cheek products. These are two products that I think are incredible. These are both from Danessa Myricks. Danessa Myricks, if you don't know, is an amazing makeup artist. Seriously, you should follow her on Instagram. It's some stunning stuff. And she has a cosmetics brand, which I purchased some things from. That was such a weirdly proper sentence. The other thing that I like about Danessa Myricks is she has a lot of vegan products and her line is cruelty-free. If I remember correctly, someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, Pat McGrath is not cruelty-free. So if you're okay with that, that's another amazing Black makeup artist brand to support, but I just went the route of Danessa Myricks. I also want to call out in this video, while I do enjoy Fenty products, I have a hard time considering that a Black owned brand just because I know Rihanna is the face of it. I know she owns part of the brand, but ultimately the brand is owned by Kendo, I believe. And I don't know. I just wanted to support some more like indie kind of Black brands in this video. So anyway, in case you're wondering about that omission from this video, that's why. I still think Fenty has great products, but I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. So getting into this product, this is called their Vision Flush. They have a lot of shades in this range, and this is kind of a multi-purpose product. A lot of Danessa Myricks products are multi-purpose because, again, they're meant to kind of be used from that makeup artist perspective where you can kind of mix and build different things on a palette. So this is a product that is in a way advertised as being a cream blush, but I've also dabbed this on to my lips like so. I'm not going to do it now. Rub it in and then apply like a gloss on top, and it's super, super pretty. But for this video, I'm going to be using this as my blush. This is like an orangey shade. This is the color Sweet Nectar. I feel like whenever I try out blushes and lip products, I always gravitate for the oranges and the corals. And you don't need a lot of this stuff, unsurprisingly. I feel like it already looks super pigmented, you can tell. I use like a 2-finger technique. So yeah, very easy to blend out. I am going to pop on a little bit more. It's always better to have to add more because with cream blush, you know, you can't really take away that easily. Okay, next I'm going into this Danessa Myricks Beauty Dew Wet in Morning Dew. I actually saw Samantha Ravndal use this on YouTube. I love her. Very unproblematic beauty guru, we stan. But this is stunning. It's just like a clear, shimmery, wet look highlight. I absolutely just grabbed way too much, but I just got really excited. I love this stuff. I think it's stunning. The second I saw Samantha use it, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be needing that. But yeah, I'm going for the brow bone since, you know, we're skipping shadow and all of that. Did the nose bridge, tip of the nose. Most important to me and most folks, I feel, is that top of the cheekbone. Okay, that's most of the face done. Every day I'll do some sort of a lip. I feel like that's maybe where I have the most fun with my makeup, but I certainly don't beat my face, so it's not that fun. Let's start with Mented. I have the most from them. Actually, let's start with the lip bar because I only have one product from them. Here she is. This is a clear gloss in the color Minimalist. Very fitting. I am not a minimalist, to clarify, but my routine clearly is. This is just a clear gloss, very straightforward. The lip bar, as the name would suggest, has many, many, many amazing lipsticks, lip glosses. This brush is very interesting to me because it kind of like, you can bend it. So when you're applying, it's a very flexible sort of application. Very interesting. I will swatch it for you. It is a clear gloss though. This is not nearly as sticky as the Glossier lip gloss. Therefore, it's not as shiny as their gloss, but I still think many people would enjoy this because I see comments on Glossier's Instagram all the time that their lip gloss is too gloopy, too sticky. So I think this is a really good alternative if you're looking for one. Okay, now we can get into Mented. This is the rest of the products I own. The reason I got that clear gloss is because I wanted to try it with a lip pencil. This is the Mented Lala lip pencil. So it's kind of like a nudie pink color. Mented is a great brand with kind of a focus on different shades of nude for darker skin tones. And also just other cosmetics for obviously people with darker skin tones, but really anyone can use the products. It's a cool brand for anyone to check out. But yes, this is just like a mechanical lip pencil. This and the clear gloss is probably the look I'm going to show you today, so I won't dive into that just yet. And then I have a couple of lip glosses from them as well. This is the shade Mauve Over, and then I also have Coalition. I'll slap these on real quick. I feel like it's more beneficial than a swatch. I'll start with Mauve Over. These glosses, again, are not super sticky. Therefore, they're not super shiny, but they are shiny, they are pretty, they do leave pigment, you'll see. So there you have Mauve Over. They also have a slightly sweet kind of like vanilla-y cosmetic scent. And now I will apply Coalition. Definitely just like an everyday shade that I will slap on, especially with this Danessa Myricks this Danessa Myricks cheek color. We stan a monochrome face, orange with orange, yes. There's Coalition. It's like a peachy coral. And then the last product I have from Mented is a lipstick. This is not from their nude range. It's actually from their red range. This is called Red and Butter. And again, this is the warm tone or orangey tone red because that's just who I am. I will insert a picture of me wearing it just because I'm not going to apply a red lip and remove it currently. So I love this. It's super matte, super like easy to wear. Like it just reads as like a effortless French girl tossed on my red lip with nothing else, and I just walked out the door into the world. But with all of that said, let me show you our lip so we can wrap up this look. I'm just going to blend that with my finger. One lip at a time, I'm blending it. So I just did the bottom. In case you're curious, here's how it looks on its own. And now I'm just going to top it with Minimalist by Lip Bar. And there you have it. This is a routine that I can seriously do in like 5 minutes if I'm not talking, especially if I'm just using the brow gel and no brow pencil. But yeah, this is like a really simple, minimalist, clean, easy, everyday face. It's kind of my go-to face right now in COVID, in quarantine. So yes, thank you all so much for watching. Everything that I talked about will be linked down in the description, of course. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.